So a month and a half ago, my spirit team told me to enroll in a hypnosis class. And at the time, I did not understand why they were telling me to do this, but I just followed the guidance. And now I'm understanding that I would not have had the perspective needed to understand why I was enrolling in this class, because it's what has happened over these last 3 weeks that have brought me to why I've actually been enrolled in this class. And I just want to share this with y'all. So over the last month and a half, I have been offering general life readings because we just entered into the masculine cycle where we are starting to have a lot more energy. The masculine cycle is just spring and summer. And so in these general life readings, what I'm doing is connecting with your higher self, connecting with your guides, connecting with your ancestors to figure out what it is that you need to understand right now that's going to help you to get to the next level in life. But I keep running into this issue where I will get intuition or knowingness about something. I'll articulate that to the client and the client's defense mechanism will kick in. And they'll start saying stuff like, well, I don't think it's this. Well, I don't think it's that. When I know for a fact that this thing is true about them. So what I normally do in that situation is just tell the person, well, just remember that I'm saying this. And then I'll move on because I understand that I cannot make you see something that you're refusing to see. And in addition to that, I also understand that we live in this realm of illusions, and the illusions exist because of our self-limiting belief systems. And a belief is just an idea or a thought that you have validated over and over again through your experiences, so you internalize it as being a truth. But half the time, those belief systems are not actually rooted in any type of fact. They're based off of a feeling. And this is why we don't actually see reality as it is. We perceive reality based off of what we think is going to happen. Which means that one, we're creating the evidence because we're creating the reality based off of what we expect to see. But two, a lot of us are living in false realities. And this false reality is what is causing the tension and the pain and suffering that we're experiencing every single day. So what hypnosis is actually doing is leading you into a heightened state of awareness by getting you to question some of these self-limiting belief systems. And once you have broken the attachment between you and this belief system, and now you're in this state of questioning whether or not what you believe is true, then that opens you up to an alternative perspective. In turn, breaking them out of the box or the illusion that they have placed themselves in, the false reality. And when the false reality comes crumbling down, now you can actually build something on a sustainable foundation, which is truth, what you actually want to experience. And then you can create the reality that you actually want because it's built on the foundation of truth, what you actually want to experience. So the conclusion that I've come to is that it's not enough to know what the problem is. Even though a lot of us go to psychic mediums to want to know what the problem is, it's not enough for me to tell you what the problem is. I have to help you to see it yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything to change it. And the only way for me to do that is to get you to figure out what the idea and the belief system you have internalized is, which oftentimes is based off of assumptions that I will have to bring to your awareness in order for us to do anything about it. And this just blew me away because I feel like all I've ever wanted to do in this lifetime is to get people to see things how I am seeing it. I've always been able to see through the bullshit. I've always been able to see that you lying to yourself. Like I've always been able to see that you in denial about this one thing. And if you just change this thing, you could be experiencing joy right now. And you can't do the work for anybody. You have to get them to see it for themselves, one, but two, they also have to be willing to change. They also have to want this thing to not be a part of their reality anymore. So I am going to be able to make sustainable change. And that is all I've ever fucking wanted. A new chapter is upon us. Happy healing, friends.